All right, so let's talk about the new South Park episode. This episode I liked and I didn't. Um, Basically, this episode is making fun of those weird say demon dolls that kids have. I already forgot their name, but basically, I've seen these around. I don't, I collect a lot of stuff, as you could tell, but I've never been into that. I didn't even really know the full details about them until this episode kind of exposed some of that to me, and then I was like looking it up. I was like, oh, they really are like little demon dolls. I think I knew that they were demon dolls, but I didn't even think about that. Yeah, there's weird videos of kids doing satanic rituals with these demon dolls in real life, which is pretty funny. And South Park does a great job satirizing that. But where I get annoyed is that every goddamn episode this season has had like Trump in it. And on and the first couple of episodes of this season were great at that. They had some poignant point to make. There was like, I thought episode 2 of this season, the one with Christy Nome, maybe had the least substance to actually say, but at least it was funny enough that I didn't mind because the political satire, was biting enough that it was funny and it worked. But now you're watching this episode and you're like, God, why is he even here in this episode? I mean, they kept cutting back to him while another plot line was going on, and then finally they merged them together with the reveal that like Satan's pregnant with Trump's baby, which is like, what? I enjoyed when Trump went to go speak, and they're like, "Here's a diverse group of reporters," and then it was all Fox News reporters, and they celebrate that Trump was fucking Satan because of course they would. It's Fox News. Uh, I, I just I just like I'm sorry, but I've never seen them dive this deeply into political satire like this where they just have to keep inserting this character into every episode. It almost feels like maybe the creators feel like they have to get views. And I feel like there are a group of people that probably did start this season waiting to see what they have to say about Trump every episode, they keep doing episodes like this where it's a completely different subject matter and then he's just there and they're not really saying anything that interesting about him, by the end of the season all those people will jump off. So if they're doing it to get attention, it's going to work for a little bit, but it's going to run off and it's kind of annoying. I don't really like it. I'm glad they did less of this Trump has a small penis joke though, because goddamn, like that got old. But I don't know. I still thought a lot of the stuff in this episode worked, but it just was frustrating with these two halves of the episode. The kids plot line with these creepy demon dolls and stuff. Also, it was kind of weird because it was just focused on Butters and not all the boys were there. And I'm just like, can we get to an episode about all the boys? I just miss it. And it just feels sad watching these episodes. Like, also Jesus trying to be like the school counselor and stuff. I like this episode, but I think it is my least favorite of the season. Even though I think episode 2 is objectively worse, but it was funnier in my mind to not matter. So, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts, like, share, and subscribe.